Well, good evening, guys. This is Richard with the Hunter-Gatherer Society, and there is Dozer, my faithful companion. It's Thursday evening. We are deep in the Everglades, and we're out doing a bit of a night walk. I imagine it's about 10 o'clock in the evening. It's probably 72 degrees. I didn't bring you in earlier because we drove around most of the day and checked out some campgrounds, most of which were closed because of the hurricane that was batting around, which we didn't see any of. There was some rain, but no real wind or anything. It was actually a pretty nice day. This evening, as you can see, it's absolutely beautiful. And so we ended up out in the Everglades. We actually started quite a ways from here, but the campgrounds were closed. So apparently, just in case, they closed everything up, which we didn't know. So we ended up back at one of our favorite places, Bear Island Campground. And we got everything set up. We didn't hurry because, again, we didn't get in here until after 7 o'clock at night. And then we sat and just relaxed a little bit, listened to some music. But we had been in the truck for quite a while, so we decided to do a night walk. I love night walks, especially when our friend Moon is shining so brightly. It lights our way. Now, some people are probably thinking, oh my God, what about bears and panthers and gators and snakes and bugs? And the truth be told, I don't even have a shirt on right now. I'm shirtless. It's, a little secret about the bugs is that after about 9 o'clock, they back off. Now this light's going to bring them in a little bit, make them a little more aggressive. But I'm walking without the light. I only have the light on for this video. And without that light, I can walk shirtless. They don't bother me a bit. And again, with the temperature at 72, it's absolutely beautiful. As far as the animals, I've got Dozer with me. The moon's lighting up the road. This white gravel glows pretty well, so you can see water or anything odd on the road. So occasionally I turn the light on and shine up ahead of us, just to make sure, there's nothing there. And then I turn it off. And I enjoy the sounds of the birds and the crickets. I don't know if you can hear that. But I enjoy that. Anyway, we're going to head back to camp. We're probably about a mile from camp. We're going to head back and relax a little bit more and call it a night. And then tomorrow, hoping to do a little bit of fishing, a little exploring. And I don't know, something Dozer can join me on. I brought the kayak this time, but not going to be able to do too much of that because with Dozer with. But maybe a little bit. But we'll definitely get some fishing in, get a little exploring in. So anyway, we're going to head back to camp. And like I said, call it a night. We'll see you tomorrow. Hey, good morning, guys. Man, it is absolutely a beautiful morning. I think it's about 75 degrees this morning. It was, 72 probably when I woke up. Gorgeous night. Rained a little bit in the middle of the night, but not a lot. I didn't even actually notice until I noticed a little bit of moisture on the edge of the tent this morning. But and everything was wet out here. But other than that, I slept right through it. So, I mean, just an absolutely beautiful evening. There's a little bit of a breeze this morning, which is helpful. I've just been kind of, unloading, organizing, because again, last night I got in during, during the dark. So the priority last night was getting everything set up. When you're out here, anywhere in the woods, but especially out here in the Everglades, especially after dark, the bugs are a bit of an issue. And so I needed to get set up as quickly as I possibly can. One of the tricks to that is to park the vehicle a little ways away and shine the lights on, onto where you're working, and the vehicle lights will attract the bugs, and that really helped. Now, every time you turn on, even if I had my headlamp on, they weren't bad. They didn't bother me much. I mean, a few would follow me, but most of them were focused on that truck. Now, if I turn the truck off and put my headlamp on, man, they just swarmed me. So as long as I kept the truck headlights on, I was able to get everything set up with no real discomfort, get everything put together. And we did our night walk last night. It was absolutely amazing. I just love night walks, and with that moon shining, you could see. So it was, they're not fun when it's pitch black, but when you have a full moon like that, that's a really great time. Getting my new fishing rods ready this morning, and just cleaning up camp, because again, everything was kind of disheveled last night. Breakfast this morning: spinach omelet with sharp cheddar cheese and pineapple salsa. Not a bad way to start the day in the woods. No real plan today other than I want to run and get some ice for the cooler for the fish. I'll probably need some for the extra coolers, or for the main coolers, and just as they the first ice always melts fairly quick as it cools the cooler down. So run and get some ice, and other than that, I'm just going to do some fishing. I'm going to just kind of mess around, do a little fishing. I don't think I'm going to put the kayak in. Matter of fact, I unloaded it, and it'll make driving around a little bit easier today. Just relax and enjoy the beautiful day. The next couple days are supposed to be in the mid 80s. The feels like is probably 6 degrees higher, which is typical for the Everglades. The humidity, once that kicks up, will make that a little hotter. And just going to relax and enjoy it. Hopefully the breeze stays up and the rain stays away. And we have 2 days of fishing and hiking and just enjoying the Everglades. So I'm going to get to my breakfast, and then I'll probably hit the road.
Never again. Last time was the last time. That time nearly did us in. Yeah, too much drama. Girl, you're a match. You're gassing. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
You're in my fishing hole, mister. All right, guys, this one will be number 4 in the bucket in about 5 minutes. We're out in the Everglades again. I got Dozer with me again today. It's been a while since he's been out fishing. He likes to fish. So I'm gonna get this guy in the bucket and we'll keep going. God, they're slippery little suckers. Check out the if I can hold him long enough, check out the colors on this one. Beautiful colors. I think there's baby tarpon in here. I've seen them surface and I saw one down here. So actually I know there's tarpon in here, but I cannot get them to hit. I tried a bigger jig, tried a lure, just can't seem to get them to do it. Dad can't apparently cast today. Where's all the fishes? Where's all the fishes? Hard to get in there. Fish right there, but I can't get to them. There you got to him. That's a nice one. Man, there's a bunch of debris in the water here, and it's really hard. I could see these guys down there, and it was just really tricky to get to them. Those get so excited. So. Well, I cannot grab those things. Beautiful Oscar. All right, I'm gonna put him in the truck. He's got some friends. I'll see if I can dig them out, but they're gonna be tricky because there's about a 2.5 foot wide spot I can drop it in and see if they'll take it. I'll be right back. Digging them out of them weeds. Oh. Ooh, gonna get you. Gonna get you. Gonna get you. Watch it. Anything on this side. Oh yeah, oh yeah. They're sitting underneath a debris pile. You want that? You don't want that. Now this is actually a Mayan. He was sitting separate. If you look at him, I don't know if you can see that, the colors, he's got stripes. It's kind of hard, I know it's shaded. The view of the camera is probably shaded, but that's a Mayan cichlid. Right underneath there. Right in the weeds. Come on. You just ran for them weeds. What do you think, bud? How do you get that all twisted like that? Well, take back truck and a hunt. So So what's happened now is they've actually caught on to me. I don't even see them laying there anymore. Doesn't take them long to figure out something's going on. Excuse me. All right, come on, up, up, up. Come on, that's enough. Come on, out. Over there. Over there. Go. Shake. Shake it out. Good boy. Good. That'll help cool you down. There he is. Smaller one, huh? What are you gonna do if you catch it? You're just gonna let it go. Huh? You don't actually like catching them. Doze. Mind if I come here? Up here. Mind if I fish a little? Come here. There's a fighter. Doze, come here. Well. New species. Blue tilapia. Seen a gar play with it, Doze. They don't want that guy. They don't want the gar. That's not a gar. Oh, get out of there. Got away, bud. You got away. Doze out. Ooh, there's a nice one. Ooh, there's a nice one. There's a nice one. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, jeez. Tail biters, I can feel them. Oh, there's a little one. That's just a little tilapia. That's just a baby. Keeping that one. Oh, he's a baby. He's a baby. Doze, come on. Out. Get out. Or you'll have to go back in the truck if you can't behave. You know, it's very exciting. Sunfish. Come on. Over here. Babies. Come on. Out, out, out. Come on. Ooh, that one hit it hard. Yeah, that's an Oscar. Threw it back at us, Doze. Threw it back at us. No, back up. That gator's got his eye on you. Doze, get away from the water. Lay down. Lay down. Tail biter. Maybe not. Come on, missed him. Must be babies. There's a baby. Oh, nice sunfish. Come here, over here. No, we're gonna let that one go. Out. So I think, other than a few bites, I think we've worn our welcome out here. Also, oh, there's one. Well, maybe not. Apparently, I just have to say that. Although, Gator has, there's a gator down here that's got his eye on Dozer. So he's keeping his distance because of me. He's way off on the other bank there. But when Dozer gets too close, you can tell he gets a little fired up. So we'll probably move on to a new location, let this calm down a little bit here. So beautiful colors on that one. Hey guys, man, it is getting steamy out here. I apologize if there's a little shake in there. I don't have my tripod. I just want to take a second and talk a little bit about our friends the gators. You know, Dozer's with me this weekend, and a lot of people get pretty concerned that I have him out next to the water and, you know, with the gators that are around. Gators certainly like dogs. That looks like a great little snack. And, you know, obviously that's something that's a concern of mine. Sometimes, like right now, he's in the truck. This particular spot I'm in, there's a lot of gators, so I leave him in the truck here. When we go by the canal, there can be gators anywhere. The last spot we were catching fish, there was one there, and the gator saw him, and, you know, it sparked his attention, but I kept the gator back just by presence. It doesn't always work that way. So, you know, one of the things that it's really important when you're out here, whether it's snakes or crocodiles or whatever, is, you know, you have to really pay attention. And so I pay a lot of attention to the water. This is a lot of shallow water, and so I pay a lot of attention to the bottom. I pay a lot of attention to the area, so when he's moving around me, I'm watching the weed edges. I'm looking for any movement, any gators, and I don't let him go in the water here unless it's a very specific spot where I know that he's safe. And so I really have to pay attention to him and just make sure he stays back. He gets overexcited with the fish, and he wants to jump after him, but the splashing can bring in the gators. So, you know, it's important for me to live my life doing the things that I love to do, regardless of some of the risks. But it's also very important to take precautions. and pay attention to things. So I just wanted to address that because I know a lot of people are concerned with him and the gators, and he loves being out here. He loves fishing. Way better for him than sitting in some townhouse somewhere. And so you know, the trick is we just have to be very careful. We've been doing this. We've been hanging out in the woods, you know, for well, since he was just a little pup. He's been in Minnesota and Montana and Alaska and Florida. So he spent a lot of time around, you know, bears and moose and gators, and he can get a little oblivious, but that's why Dad's job is to pay close attention. So I'm going to get back to fishing here. It's getting pretty hot, so I'm not going to fish much longer, and but I'm going to try one more spot before I head back to camp. See you in a bit. All right, guys, Dozer and I are back at camp, and it ended up being a heck of a day. I don't know how many fish we brought back, but I bet somewhere between, you know, 25 and 30 of them would be my guess. We had a lot of fun, saw a lot of gators, and just I don't know, everywhere we stopped we got at least one or two. Some of them were small. We let a lot of fish go. Sorry for the slipping camera here. I just I don't have my tripod, so I'm just kind of improvising. So I've just been sitting here cleaning fish, and yeah, we stopped back at camp, got a little something to eat. Now we're cleaning fish. We got to go back and get the fire ready, and then I've got to get dinner, kind of put it in foil. So my plan tonight is to cook on the fire after we get it going, but I got to get it ready prior to then, and the bugs are going to start coming out here. The sun is getting dangerously close to those treetops, so we're going to finish this up. I got some cleanup to do, and then we're going to get back to camp and get going there. So let me just show you these real quick. So I would say that those are the stars of the show there. That's one tilapia and one Mayan cichlid, and they are beasts. You can see that big fillet knife next to that tilapia. He is just a beast, and that Mayan is the biggest I've ever caught. So let's see, beautiful fish. And there's the pile, the mountain. I haven't finished yet. I still have stuff to skin, but that's a gallon Ziploc. And there's some tilapia in another bag there. So it's been quite the day. Beautiful evening. Little breeze picking up. That's good. There's only about 2 other camps in here tonight. So so far, so good. I'm going to get to doing this, and then we'll get back to camp. And cleaned. I got the comfortable gear today, or this weekend. Again, I was planning on a kayak trip, so I've got the kayak with me, although I probably won't use it out here. So I've just got it set aside at the camp. I don't know, there is a river down here I've been wanting to kayak, but I've got him, and I don't really want to leave him in camp here. I could put a shade up for him, and he's got his kennel and water, and he'd probably be fine, but I just don't know. So I probably won't do that this weekend. We'll save that for another weekend. My makeshift clothesline, gotta have that. My new cook stove. I'm really liking it. I love these smooth tops. Man, they're just so easy to clean out here in the woods. I brought my hammock, my non-netted hammock, so that's just my siesta hammock. I may have siesta'd just a little in that today. Got the big tent today, sleeping in the lap of luxury today. Dishwashing kit, I just got done washing dishes. And so that's all set up. Got some firewood for the night. Just me here, but you know, you always want to have a chair just in case you got company. Fire pit's ready to roll. Garbage bag up high. Many of you have already seen my lap of luxury, but for those of you who haven't, this is the Gazelle T4. A little turf out front for your shoes and for Dozer to lay on when I don't let him in. He does actually sleep inside with me at night. I worry about like wild animals coming up and him trying to get at him, and he'd rip that tent to shreds. The only nice thing, it has a bathtub floor, so the rubber comes up a little bit, so his I don't think his paws snag it, so that's kind of nice. And this thing, I'll tell you what, it is just absolutely fabulous. Stays dry, super comfortable. I use the bins for a table, and then I do have just a small table. And you can see I've got my happy hour for the evening ready to roll. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to get through that door. We'll hold the camera. Got a little rum for some grog this evening. Cordless phone charger. That's hooked up to the Jackery power system. My double wide captain's chair, just because I like that nice and comfy. And of course, double high queen bed. I've got the remote control fairy lights strung out. Those are really nice in the evening, keep a nice low light. But you can see that's a nice big space, tons of windows. So I'll tell you, this breeze tonight especially, it's going to be fabulous. And this is all screened gazebo. So I can sit in here in the evenings when the bugs get fierce. The fire pit is right outside there. Sit in here, drink a little grog, and watch the fire. The lap of luxury. So it's been an interesting day. Caught quite a few fish, and you know, Oscars and Mayans. I saw some young tarpon in one of the first stops I was at. I could not get those tarpon to hit on anything. I think they saw me, and that probably spooked them, or maybe, you know, that was up closer to the highway, so maybe people have been throwing stuff at them, but they just wouldn't touch anything. But man, the Oscars were on fire today. I caught plenty of those, got a few sunfish, and you know, it was hot, and there's a lot of gators. It was cool last night and then hot today, so the gators were up sunning themselves. So I didn't do as much filming of the fishing, because when I've got Dozer with, I really want to, you know, keep an eye on that. So you know, keep an eye on him. But all in all, it was a really good day. We caught a lot of fish. They're all cleaned up and filleted. I got a visit from the wardens, and you know, they said visited for a while. So I don't know, it was a great day. So now it's, I don't know, it's heading for probably 4 o'clock, and I don't know, dark is 5:30, I believe. We ate a late lunch, so I think what we're gonna do, might just go for a drive, and you know, we don't have to eat until later, because again, I just ate not that long ago. The sun's pretty hot right now, and it's hitting this camp, so we'll probably go for a drive. We might do a little more fishing and come back here and get the fire going and just relax for the evening. Like I said, I've got the hammock up, so if the bugs aren't too bad, I'll enjoy that. Otherwise, I'll hang out here in the screen. So anyway, just wanted to give you guys a tour of the camp. We'll see you later. What are you doing? You can't come in here. You can't come in here. Oh, his nose. Hey guys. Well, it's probably the third step too. You know, step set up camp, go fishing. Really should be set up camp in step 2, but I've enjoyed a couple of them this week. You can see I'm getting the fire going behind me. Cleaned a lot of fish tonight. I don't know how many there were. There must have been 25, 30 of them. Man, that big tilapia and that big Mayan, those were the crown jewels. So tonight I've got a whole Oscar. I'm going to cook him up in foil with oil and seasoning. And I've got potatoes that are cooked up in foil, or wrapped up in foil with oil and seasoning. They're going back on the fire once that thing settles down. It's kind of a bonfire right now, but it'll calm down pretty quick once the palm branches burn down. Another beautiful evening. It's supposed to be down to 69 degrees tonight, and it'll stay warm through the evening, but eventually it'll cool down. So again, no wind at night. It's just dead still. So tomorrow's plan, get up. I'm gonna go fishing right away, I think. I think before even coffee, I think I'll just get up and go fishing before it gets too hot. I have to let the camp dry, because the heavy dew is something to deal with. So I'm gonna go fishing, let it dry, come back, make breakfast, have coffee, and then hopefully it'll be dry enough I can break down camp at that point. So I'm gonna continue on enjoying the evening and getting the fire ready for dinner. See you later. Well guys, dinner's done, and a few hunters did start showing up. I don't know, there's maybe 2, maybe 3 camps out here, but it's real quiet. A couple guys sitting down around the fire, not too far away. I mean, you can't hear anybody. You can see a couple fires, that's it. Didn't film dinner, but I had steak and then mixed vegetables. It was quite delicious. But here, you know, you got that quick sunset now coming in at 5:30. So it's kind of a race to get everything done and get everything cleaned up before, you know, before dark. Because once dark hits, then the bugs come out. So, I mean, I could spray down and work outside, but if I can get it done before then I can just sit and relax. So I think now tonight I'm just gonna sit and have I'll probably have a little grog, a little happy hour. I got the fire going outside. And it's a beautiful evening. It's about 75 degrees, so it's supposed to cool down to about maybe 70, 72. And then tomorrow, I think back out, do a little fishing again. I've got quite a bag of fillets, and I want to add to that before I go. So we'll check in tomorrow. That's a beaut. There's a beautiful one. Let's see if we can get him to hold still long enough. Beautiful color. Beautiful color on that one. A minute on that one. Hey guys, sorry about the highway noise. We're out doing a little fishing. We got camp all broke down, and we stopped at this first little bridge. There's some running water coming in. I've never really caught anything here, but with the running water and the hot sun, it looks like the Oscars and the Mayans are sitting underneath the bridge to let the current bring them food. So I've already pulled probably 4 out. You just saw a couple of them, and I think there's more to be had in there, so Dozer and I are going to get back to it. Well, that's just a little feller. Need to get some good fishing gloves. A bit better one. Not huge, but a little better. Oh! Jeez, that was a beast dose. Got my hook. Baby. Another baby dose. Tangled. What do we get tangled? First. Which way? It's a baby. Fishing line is an amazing thing. It first used to amaze me how it can tangle. one there. Yeah, Dozer, you like him. Oh, yeah. I've got the truck parked in the shade, and he's got a water bowl over there. So we go back to the truck in between fish. Boy, there's a big Oscar that came chasing. Didn't take it. We go cool down a little bit in between fish. He must have been hooked already, because he ain't having it. Guys, I am back home. So Dozer and I did a little bit of fishing, kind of worked our way back to the main road. Fishing was pretty quiet. A lot of people out at Sunday, so a lot of people working the canals. And the problem with camping, of course, is the cleanup that comes. So I've got a ton of work to do. I've got to get everything unloaded. I've got to get everything cleaned, get laundry started, and start organizing and putting all this stuff away. So that's the downside to having fun the whole weekend, is the cleanup afterwards. But it was a great weekend. We caught a lot of fish and saw some animals. Weather was beautiful. Slept great in the tent, and all in all, just a great weekend. So thanks for watching the video, and hopefully next time I see you, you and I are up doing something wild.